I want to learn Johnny Depp. Like, I gave it a really weird thing that I wanted to learn. This is everyone related to him. Johnny Depp is the sexiest man alive, according to People. That's obviously a news article. I said the Feynman technique only helps because, say, you're stuck on level 3 of some coding course online, like I was, and unable to progress any further, so you just leave it. 2 years later, you realize, oh, maybe my brain got bigger over that time, but then you realize, oh, that's how you do it. You don't want to spend that much time learning something when your end goal is to create a Minecraft clone in Python. All I wanted to do was try it out and see if I liked it. And the learning process kind of got in the way of that. And I've missed out on so many things just because of the learning process. So the Feynman method is largely just a method to solidify your knowledge. You need to learn the content first to be able to input it into the Feynman method and teach someone else. So to say that the Feynman method is a learning method is slightly inaccurate. It's a summarizing and solidifying of knowledge method. And so there's a gap, a hole in the Feynman method, where the researching part, where you're supposed to learn it yourself to teach it to someone else, that takes a lot of time, and if you still don't understand it, you're stuck. The researching part is where you're learning. And if you can't do the researching part, then the Feynman technique kind of stops right at that point. And then largely, it just comes down to how well you can persevere through that, because eventually you can learn. It just will take a longer amount of time. What I'm about to show you is something I'm creating that's a possible solution. So onto this thing that I'm making. It's an app and a website that stemmed from my want to learn string theory, who has no idea what is even required to learn string theory. Like, do you know what you need to know to learn string theory? What are the prerequisites? Because at school, you're told you need to learn this, 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 this. When you're self-learning, it's a bit different. You have to create the curriculum yourself. And without someone who's done it, a teacher, how are you supposed to do that? So if we can utilize technology and all the information that's out there on the internet to harness something so we type in what subject we want to learn, and it gives us all the prerequisites, everything leading up to that topic that we need to know, and we can make sure we know this, and then we can learn string theory. Because if I read the string theory textbook, and I opened up a string theory textbook and did not understand a single word on the second page. I understood the first page because it was the acknowledgements and preface of the book. So if you can figure out every single step that you need to go through, you have a clear path, and then you can set time frames. That is, as I'm sure you've heard at many places, the essential plan to getting something done. People use this to get their goals completed. Athletes use this to get their times down. I only know from a swimming standpoint because I swim. So not only with the prerequisites thing, but if we could have a place where people can share what resource helped them learn a specific topic, like that would help with the the gap in the Feynman method. You know, like, you want to learn string theory, you need to know how to get to string theory. So the AI part, where you type in stuff, tells you the path and resources, and it does it all for you, is called Planner. This is what I have for Planner right now. It's gross. It's a lot of data. But what's happening here? If you look closely, my search term was Johnny Depp. This is just data, and it's going to be prettified and made nice looking website-esque so that you want to use it. But this has everything I want to learn Johnny Depp. Like, I gave it a really weird thing that I wanted to learn. This is everyone related to him. Johnny Depp is the sexiest man alive, according to People. That's obviously a news article. If you do this with a textbook, it tells you how to learn in linear algebra, like all the prerequisites, but this is just giving me Camille Vasquez is his lawyer. So obviously they're connected topics, analyzing, so it gives you news articles, scientific articles, anything you need to deepen your understanding and get that researching part of the Feynman method done so that you can quickly teach someone and learn the concepts quickly. You can learn everything quickly. It's all about speed. This is great stuff. I need to make this look a lot nicer. And further, this is a more experimental feature, but the Feynman method is all about teaching people in an easy to understand way. It's better. So if you can teach people, and I don't know if any of you have had this, but a peer often teaches it better than the teacher teaches it. Like, you've got that connection between you two because you're at the same level, whereas there's a disconnect with the teacher of the classroom because they fully understand the concept and it just seems simple to them. There's a context divide between you peers and the teacher. So if the peers can teach it well, then I feel like if we could combine people teaching each other to learn it themselves, but also getting the feedback and questioning, like you're actually teaching a 6-year-old or teaching your peers, of other people being there, learning it with you and teaching each other, that could be great, but it would require people actually participating in it. So that'll be more of an experimental feature that I know I'd be really excited about. Other people might not be that excited about sharing what they're writing and teaching. Okay, so yes, I'm very excited about this sort of AI kind of, you type in what you want to learn and it shows you the path to get to where you want to learn. So it's very goal driven, and then you can schedule and plan how you're going to reach that goal. While that's all great, I've pretty much completed the feature where you can teach other people. You can create these things called rakugakis. Rakugaki means scribble in Japanese, so it's like you're scribbling notes. But you create a rakugaki and it's like a blog, and you explain the concepts as you go through them. So anything you found difficult or hard, you learn it yourself by teaching it as if you're teaching it to a 6-year-old. And hopefully other people that come to the website to learn that concept will be able to learn it from what you've written. So a rakugaki would come up with, or in Japanese, rakugaki would come up with a journey, an assignments tab, and a discussion forum. So the discussion forum is pretty major because it's where you can get help and communicate with peers learning the same thing. Assignments, same sort of thing. If you've ever seen solution websites where they've got assignment solutions posted up on the website, I'm hoping to do the same thing here, where you've got like an integrated experience, integrated with the textbook, where it has answers and worked solutions explaining every single problem from these people who know that you learn by teaching. And speaking of learning by teaching, here is the Rakugaki. This Rakugaki itself goes through every single thing, and you include resources that helped you learn things that you found difficult. Explain things to a 6-year-old. I should say explain things to Pablo the Penguin. Yeah, so if you wanted to learn the college subject known as Johnny Depp, you'd be able to learn everything about Johnny Depp through this. And well, that's pretty much today's work done. Learn lots, learn quickly, and learn what intrigues you. I just want to say welcome to the vlog. Oh, hey there. You're probably gonna want this once the video's over, so here you go.